the Player of the Year, which is really my favorite award of the offseason, is what we're about to give out here. Your Player of the Year candidates are sponsored by Candy Digital. And when we're looking at recent Player of the Year winners, Aaron Judge took it in 23, Shohei Ohtani the year before, Freddie Freeman, Mike Trout, and JD Martinez on this list. What makes this special is that it's only one, and it combines the AL and the NL. I always thought about that too. I mean, even when I was younger growing up, I wondered, I'm like, okay, why do we have AL and NL? Why don't we also just have one winner to take it all? And that obviously changed in the late 90s when the PA said, hey, let's make an award just for one dude and find out, when we poll all of the players, who's the freaking best player overall, and considering everything this time, right? So Ohtani won in the American League, and that's just considering him as a position player.
Mm-hmm.
In the National League, we had Ronald Acuña Jr. take the award for outstanding player. Mm-hmm. This is taking all the talents. So for Ohtani, that includes the pitching that he brought to the table too. So keep that in mind, and let's show you the finalists for this award.
Finalists. Player of the Year.
He did it! A 40-70 season for Ronald Acuña Jr. Hit hard to right field. Mookie Betts lays out and preserves the no-hitter. Swings and misses, strike three. It's the third strikeout of the inning.
That is how the inning will end. 9th strikeout tonight.
All right, here we go. It's Acuna versus Mookie Betts versus Ohtani for the Player of the Year in Major League Baseball this year, voted on by their peers, the players. And the winner of the award will be announced by Todd Father. Who you got?
This could have gone either way. This is a really good race. Both, you look at Mookie Betts, he had a really good year, but at the same time, two guys were kind of taken away with it between Acuna and Ohtani. But the winner is Ronald Acuña Jr., over 70 stolen bases, over 40 home runs for the record books. Listen, Shohei Ohtani, we talked about, is a unicorn. He is unbelievable. Could have gone to either of them, but I think the deserving one was Ronald Acuña Jr. He was Mr. Consistent throughout the year, stayed healthy, and he dominated. And that's the biggest word. He absolutely dominated this year.
This is crazy, Jonesy, to think about, because you look at the seasons that both of them put together, and I'm sure many players, when they're deciding on how they vote, are like, damn, I mean, do I want the pitching and the hitting, or Acuna with what he did in the field and on the bases and just lighting it up at the beginning of games? And there's the fancy Candy Digital card there showing it off to the world, kind of like an infinite object where you spin it around and get some highlights. I like it. Showstopper, Ronald Acuña Jr. But is that who you would have voted for?
I would have, because you take in, you're taking his team, obviously. I know Shohei can't control, what other 25 guys do, but, Acuna came up big in late games. He played a lot of very important, meaningful games because obviously the Phillies are on their tail and the Mets kept fighting and the Marlins had a good year. It sucks because Ohtani and Trout are penalized because the team doesn't have success. But here, I mean, when you are leading the team, you got it. For me, you're a front runner for things. And this year, I mean, he just put together a historic year, not just a very good year, an historic year. And it's crazy because I think we're getting normalized to how great Ohtani is. It's like we expect him to strike out 10. We expect him to go 2 for 5 with a dinger and a double and a stolen base. It's like we're getting just normalized to how great he is.
Who would you have voted for? Acuna or Ohtani?
I would have voted for Acuna.
You would have?
Remember I talked about the 70 stolen bases, how somebody's going to get you guys like, yeah, you're crazy. He's just one of those guys. He got me the stolen bases, so check off for him. 40 home runs, another check off for him. And it was just weird because it seemed like he did something every day. My high school coach always told me, do 3 things right each game, whether it's get a run scored, a hit. It seemed like he did 3+ every game, 2 hits, 2 doubles, made a nice play in the field. So he was a guy that this year, if we're talking about this year, came out and stung everybody, whoever he played, the guy that you didn't want to face.
And you look at the first inning numbers for the Atlanta Braves, they were insane. I mean, you spoke to players. You speak to hundreds of players throughout the season on foul territory, and we would talk to pitchers, and they were just like, oh, damn. gotta face Acuna in the first inning, right? How many times did the Braves put up runs in the first inning? They were just a dominant offense in the regular season with Acuna leading the charge.
Ronald Acuña Jr, pelotero de la Liga Nacional.
You know, it's hard to be good in this game and have as much fun and be as free as he does it.
Acción.
He's arguably the most talented player in the big leagues.
There's not a lot of things he's not very good at or exceptional at, to be honest.
そうですね、やっぱ全部ができる選手じゃないかなと思うので、走れるし。
He's making history. He's doing things everyone, thought he would be able to do, and probably better than what we thought he would do.
The first ever to do a 40-70 season, just the way he goes out there and then hitting 40 homers and also batting, I think, .330.
When you've done things that no one in this game has ever done before. I mean, look, there's not too many people that'll ever do it again, and you may be able to do it again next year, but there's not too many people that can.
He keeps getting better. He's a great player now, and he's going to be a great player for a long time.
It seems as if the game comes so easy to him.
He really seems like a guy that can do it all out there, with the arm, with his feet, at the plate.
You know, he can field his position. He's got one of the best arms in the game.
The elite speed-power ratio.
打っても打率も残せるし、ホームランも打てる。守備でも素晴らしいですし、走塁ももちろん素晴らしい。全部ができる選手じゃないかな。
Along with the kind of otherworldly power he has.
And hits it hard to left. That baby is not coming back. And he breaks for second. The throw down there, and he swipes it easily. And Ronald Acuña in scoring position. This one hits solidly to left. That ball is gone. Ronald Acuña.
Mira, primero que nada, gracias a Dios y a todos los peloteros que me eligieron a mí en ser pelotero. Gracias por todo el apoyo. Siempre tienen mi respeto. De verdad que siempre tenemos una competencia. Mira, la temporada mía yo la evaluaría como una temporada de superación, ya que, mira, de verdad estaba súper emocionado por el honrón 40, porque yo creo que tiene un significado, un precio. Yo creo que la gente en Venezuela, la gente que me apoya en mi pueblo, La Sabana, estaban esperando eso. Y yo, gracias a Dios, pude regalarles alegría.
And I just want to congratulate you on winning the NL Most Outstanding Player.
Congrats, Ronald. So much left for your career.
Ronald, congrats on being the player of the year. Ronald, congrats.
Ronald, congratulations.
Acuña選手、おめでとうございます。
I don't think there's a more deserving guy.
De verdad que gracias a todos los que votaron, de verdad que mi respeto full, gracias siempre por el apoyo.
So again, congratulations, Ronald. And he's fun to watch. Like, he's got the swag. He's got the yellow sleeve that so many kids are rocking now. So he's bringing it. And a really cool Candy digital card that we just saw there. And Candy is your official destination for MLB digital collectibles. You can collect, buy, sell, and earn rewards like meet and greets with MLB stars. There's game-used gear and signed memorabilia getting handed out. As a special offer for the Foul Territory fam that's watching, Candy is offering free MLB team packs to get your collection started. So visit go.candy.com/pack or hit that QR code on your screen. Again, go.candy.com/pack. Sign up and you get a free MLB team pack. And that link will also be placed in the YouTube show notes along with the podcast description as well. All right, so let's finish up here. And first off, look back at the American League award winners on the players' side. So you had Liam Hendricks taking the Comeback Player of the Year award. Garrett Cole is your outstanding pitcher. Your outstanding rookie winner is Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles. And Shohei Ohtani really never leaves without some hardware at this point. He's got the outstanding player. He's going to have to create probably an entire house or warehouse to store all of his awards at some point in life. So congratulations to him on that side. And in the National League, we had Cody Bellinger taking Comeback Player of the Year. Outstanding pitcher goes to Mr. Blake Snell, who perfectly timed winning this award with a free agent market that is going to be looking for a number one pitcher like him. Outstanding rookie Corbin Carroll. What a damn year for him and postseason. And then outstanding player goes to Ronald Acuña Jr. And finishing up here with the player of the year, which we just went over, Ronald Acuña Jr. takes it there. Marvin Miller Man of the Year is Marcus Semien, and Kurt Flood award winner Phil Bradley. Whew, that was cool. That was fun. You think there'll be any controversy or debate from any of the
No.
players looking at any of these award winners? Like, oh, I think so-and-so should have won? No?
No, I don't think
You think
so
they
at all.
nailed it?
I think everything was cut dry. Everybody stood out. Everybody stood out.
I feel like this year, I would say the one that was probably the most interesting to debate was American League when you're taking out the pitching stats for Ohtani, which is what you do, and you have Ohtani versus Seager, and then also for Player of the Year with Acuna Jr. Against Shohei Ohtani. Otherwise, this year, I feel like compared to many other prior seasons, there's not as much like crazy debate. A lot of the awards were like, yeah, duh, it's Blake Snell, right? Duh, it's Corbin Carroll.
I mean, you can't argue with if Ohtani gets something. That's just the guy's one of the best. You just can't argue with it. I mean, Seager had a phenomenal year and plays great defense also. And, you know, I think nothing hurt him. He just played, I think he played just over 100 games. So he spent some time on the DL, but he still, you know, put up 30 plus and almost 100 in that span. Like, I mean, so if you went with him, no one's gonna argue with that. But you definitely can't argue with someone has to dethrone Ohtani. Basically, you have to have a better year than him because he's gonna have a good year.
Well, and we saw last year too. Aaron Judge had an historic season. I mean, that's what it took to take down someone like Ohtani in a category. Like,
and they still complain about
run record.
they do. And Judge still
was like, nah, he's better.
He still had a heck of a year this year too, as well, even after he got hurt. So
right.
I would die for a year like that, Adam. Come on. So
what are you telling me?
Yeah.